Shalom, call halal. Yahweh Shem Shabbat Hashem Wadash. Double honors to the elder apostles and elder bishops of GMS, even the elders that came before them that taught us the truth. Shalom and salutations to all the brothers out pushing the word and truth and sincerity, the full elect tabernacle of David. To the Aquath that are listening, learning, being a pillar of rest, 144,000 and one-third, the hopeful elect of Israel. And the brother / elder, shalom and salutations to you all. It's time to stand stiffly. I was just watching this. This shit's crazy. These motherfucking devils are
some type of
emboldened. Do you hear this shit? This is brother the elder. Salaki. This is the elder out of Virginia. Where is he from? North Carolina, I believe. Charlotte, North Carolina. Ashayar is the brother name. Both of these are brilliant men of the Lord there. And you can learn the way that they're like a tag team. When one is speaking, he's doing something that the other, complements. They're different, but they complement each other. Anyway, they played this little video. I think this is it right here. This Edomite is just talking like Jake is gonna lay down and let this happen. Listen to this.
Check this out. Pay attention to this. This is wild right here.
This is GMS All Precepts 144, the brother's channel right here, the elder's channel.
Let me pull it up. Listen closely.
I'll make it as quick as possible. My name is Martin Alvarado. I'm a bounty hunter by trade. I've been introduced by my agency. I'm from Seattle. Tacoma called me and told me that as the waves go through, this is the first wave. The second and third is when they're going to hire us. The ICE is going to hire us bounty hunters, and they're going to be giving $1,500 to $1,000 per legal. How are you going to stop us from coming through? Because we don't have to worry about warrants. We don't really have to follow too many of the laws. And if we're going to be deputized by ICE, we can pretty much do anything we want.
Gotta stop it right there, man.
Okay, now he's going to explain how that's the Most High bringing, right? The 2/3 that grief, right? But guess what? Where's the balance in that? Most High wants to accomplish more than just punishing the 2/3. These brothers did an excellent job, but here's what I'm saying. Here's what the 2/3 are going to do. They're not going to let Esau roll up and have their way. This dude, listen to how he's talking. He's talking like, oh, you guys have to abide by the laws, but we don't. As we come through doing what the fuck we want. First of all, when has Jake ever abided by any law? First, Jake is out there gang banging. Okay? The 2/3, who you think you're going to go grab up. See, what you think is that they're going to turn over like a few so-called illegals. No, they're going to fight against you. Things are going to change. And so it's going to go from what you think you're going to do to the resistance of that. Right? They're going to understand coming up. See, because I've been gauging the water. I'm going to get a precept here in a minute. I've been gauging the water to see, who knows about the water and about the shackles and the limbs, right? And Issachar knows. They know. And they're in shock, right? So how long is it going to take for everybody to say, oh, we get it. If you get grabbed up, right, and they get you in the shackles, then what? So it's going to turn into don't get grabbed up. See? It's going to go from, okay, all right, now it's going to be, well, don't get grabbed up because once they get you in the shackles, it's over. So where they're going to fight getting grabbed up from the time they come in. They come into the hood, bop, 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 bop. It's a firefight right there. None of this let them come in and we're going to tussle. No. Things are changing fast is the point. So, the 2/3 got their lot. Let's get some perspective here first. Let's go to Zechariah. Let's get some fractions going on. Zach, H-A-R-I-A-H, Zechariah 13 and 8, right? Let's start here. Okay. Zechariah 13 and 8, and it shall come to pass that in all the land, saith the Lord, 2 parts, there's the fraction, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and died, but the third must be 3 parts, but the third shall be left therein, and I will bring the third part through the fire, right? The 1/3. What about the 2/3? All right. What we're doing is we're establishing that there's a split, okay? And I will bring the third part through the fire and I will refine them. And so I'm going to show them all the attention. They're who I'm really worried about. We'll refine them as silver is refined. I will try them as gold is tried. They shall call on my name and I will hear them. I will say it is my people and I will say that the Lord is my power. So does it even mention what happened to the other? What must we extrapolate then? That they weren't brought through the fire. They got their ass burned up. It doesn't say that. Oh, I guess it does. They're being cut off and die. How? In that fire. Through the fire. How will they be cut off and die? In that fire. Okay. So I'm establishing the fraction, the split, if you will, between Israel. Okay, now here's where I want to go. All right. 2nd Ezra 2. This is about standing stiffly. What must the men of the Lord do? You got the 2/3. The 2/3 are going to fight. They're like this. Oh, well, I can't let you grab me. I have to fight back before you grab me up. That's where this thing is going. So that's their plight. What are the men of the Lord going to do? Okay. This is what we're going to do. We're going to stand stiffly for what? Not the IUIC. You understand? Not the Dallas clown troupe called what is it? Something for Yahushua. What was it? The battle axe, not the battle axes. Something in Yahushua. What was it? With Jephthah and them. Forgot the name of them, but they took the name out. The point is they didn't stand stiffly. All right? Now, this name here goes into more than just the name Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushua. It goes into the way of, or the mannerisms, or the renown, right? The righteousness, if you will. What is the name? Right? The characteristics of. So there's a lot more than just the name itself. But the name, right? That's the beginning. Right? So let's start up here. I, who? Who's speaking here? Then I said unto the angel, then began I greatly to commend them. Who was doing the commending? I, Esdras. Okay, let's start at 42. This is, and the point of this exaltation, if you will, is we must stand stiffly, right? It's time to make that stand stiffly. and understand where this thing is going. Okay? And that our fight is a spiritual one, it's not a carnal one. That's a 2/3 fight. If you didn't, what does it mean to stand stiffly? For the name, not for the hood. You understand? For the name. What is the name? Well, what did Yahushua do? The characteristics? What's your example? Put the sword down, Peter. Put down the firearm. Okay? Agree with your adversary quickly. That's your battle. 2 Ezra 2, and we're going to start at Ezra. So 42. 2 Ezra 2 and 42. Is that what it is? I, Ezra, saw upon the Mount Zion a great people, Israel, whom I could not number, and they all, so this is in the kingdom, and they all praised the Lord with songs. And in the midst of them, there was a young man, Yahushua, of a high stature, taller than all the rest, and upon every one of their heads he set crowns, and was more exalted, which I marveled at greatly. So I, who is I? So I, Ezra, asked the angel. So Ezra having a conversation with an angel, and said, Sir, what are these? He answered and said unto me, These be they that have put off the mortal clothing and put on the immortal, meaning that they're in the kingdom, and have confessed the name of the Most High. Now are they crowned and receive pomp in the kingdom. Then said I unto the angel, What young person is it that crowneth them and giveth them palms in their hand? The victory. Right? What did they do to get the victory? So he answered and said unto me, It is the Son of the Most High, whom they have confessed in the world. What did they confess? That name. They confessed in the world. Then began I, Ezra, to commend them that stood so stiffly. That's what we want. We want that to be us. Okay? This is your goal. What is it time to do right now? It's time to stand very, very stiffly for the name of Yahweh Shah. Right? They're going to tell you, you can't teach in that name. You can't go out to the highways. You can't use that name. You must renounce that. No, you got to stand very stiffly, right? Before the face of such as have afflicted us, right? Them that stood so stiffly. Where does that begin? Let's get that real quick. Okay? Because this is about standing stiffly. Let's go to Wisdom 5 real quick. Real quick. There it is. Great boldness. That's stiffly right there. Wisdom of Solomon 5:1. Then shall the righteous man stand so stiffly. Okay? And shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such as have afflicted him and made no account of his labor. If you ain't standing stiffly right now, right? Why are we doing this? Okay, we're trying to be saved, to get that salvation, right? But really what we want is this. Where did I just come from? This is what we want. We want to be commended greatly, right? We want that crown. We want to be given the victory. We want to do, right, what is pleasing in the sight of Yahweh Shem Yahushai and endure until the end. All right? 2 Ezra 2 and 47. So he answered and said unto me, It is the Son of the Most High, whom they that have stood so stiffly confessed in the world. What does that mean? They went out there and stood in the name of Yahweh Shem Yahushai call hello Yahweh Shem Shai, double honors to the elder apostles, and then bring it out. That's what they were doing. Right? No matter what. No matter if martyr. So he answered and said unto me, it is the Son of the Most High whom they have confessed in the world. Then began I, Esdras, greatly to commend them that stood so stiffly for the name of the Lord. Okay? And Esdras went and told people about it. He said, I saw them brothers that you know, they got crowned. They you know, they made it. I hope we make it. I hope we make it. I hope we make it. Anyway, with that, that's a little exhortation. Okay? It's time to stand stiffly. Very stiffly. With that, we hope that the elect were edified, you brother and your sister. Shalom.